respect and confidence are two of the key things that comes to immense happiness in his life and the amount of fulfillment he has in his life. I vaguely remember back, I think about 2-3 years ago, in my lower years of school, when I was bullied for being fat, I ended up having this small short transformation where I lost a bit of weight and I'd become that slightly bit more athletic and a bit more competitive when it came to PE lessons. And I thought I noticed that people started to respect me just a little bit more than usual. And I thought I owned the world because I hadn't had this kind of respect before. I didn't know what it felt like. So the little ounce of respect that I got from some people, I thought I was the king. I thought I was the leader of my own world. There was one PE lesson where we were supposed to run around in a circle to warm up. And I got a little bit competitive. So I was at the front, I was running, and then there was all of us packed, about 3-4 of us who were trying to be competitive, packed at the front. And I actually stepped on one of their laces with a foot or something like that. And he was one of the really athletic kids, so he's really good at basketball. Right now he's amazing at basketball. So he's one of those really athletic kids, and I stepped on his foot and he tripped over and fell on the ground. A lot of people went over to go check up on him, and I went to go check up on him as well. And he was angry. He was annoyed. One of the things he said, which still sticks to me now, even though I became great friends with him over time, was, "Oh, this fat cunt pushed me over." And that's stuck with me since. Because before that, when I thought I had all this respect, I thought people had started respecting me, people had started acknowledging me, all of that had just been chucked down the drain. Because that gave me a reality check that maybe I hadn't reached the success that I wanted to. And I wasn't getting the respect, and I didn't know what respect essentially was. Even though I knew I wanted it. Now the years have gone by and I've actually succeeded in some of the things that I said I would. I've built the physique that I wanted. I've become a bit smarter in the things that I thought I should. I've become hardworking, I've become productive, I've become a gentleman, I've been polite, funny, nice to people, a great conversationalist. And that's over years of hard work and effort, reading, studying, breaking myself, turning myself into a new person. And that's what gained me respect. And now I understand all the factors that contribute into it. And if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you're a man and you understand the levels of respect that is required and that you would like in your life. Real quick, bro, I've got to be a YouTuber. So if you're new here, my name is Vanch. And if you want to see more small educational videos from an unconventional YouTuber, just go down, click on the subscribe and the post notifications so you can see more videos like this. It'll help you educate yourself and improve yourself. It's a win-win for both of us. So there's three genuine ways, and they're a bit difficult depending on the kind of extent you look at them, to actually get respect. And okay, if they're a bit difficult, doesn't mean you should click off the video. Doesn't mean you should keep scrolling. This is to educate you, and so you know what it is to have respect, or how to get it, so that you can no longer use the excuse that you're ignorant. Because after this video, after you watching this, you're not ignorant anymore. You know what it is that gains you respect, and as long as you don't do these things, and you don't get the respect that you want, that's on you. So if you understand the things that I'm going to say in this video, 3 really important things, and you implement them and you get the respect, then good job, that's on you. But if you don't, and you don't get the respect you want, you're the only person at fault. You're the only person who has responsibility. Number 1 is the easiest one to understand. It's simply just succeeding in your goals and the ambitions that you have. So whatever goals that you have in front of you, and whatever goals that you've set out, whether it be physique goals, whether it be work goals, whether it be attention span, meditation, all these kind of goals, and you speak about them with your male friends, because that's what we do. We speak about our goals, our ambitions. You speak about it with them. You simply achieving those goals through relentless drive and hard work and dedication is what what's going to make them respect you. You see, no one respects the person who says they're going to do something and doesn't keep their word and doesn't do it. The idea is that you say something and you keep your word and do the thing that you said. Because if you don't do the thing that you said, then you won't be respected. You won't be seen for your efforts and your hard work. Because you don't have that. When someone succeeds a goal that they said they will succeed, it shows a lot about their character traits. It shows they're hardworking, they're dedicated, they're disciplined, they're consistent. And those traits are really respectful to see in a man or in any person. So simply succeeding at the things that you have in front of you, your goals, can make you much more respected as a person. So maybe that's a bit of motivation to actually achieve your goals, because then you can gain the respect of your peers. Number 2 is having the ability to say no. You see, no one likes a people pleaser. Okay to be nice to people, it's okay to be polite, it's okay to be a gentleman. When you sacrifice your own choices, your own thoughts, your own drives to do something in response to what someone else wants, and you do that on a long enough time period, you won't be respected. You have to have the ability to say no, to refuse what other people say to you. I can understand that would be hard right now, especially if you're already having the reputation of pleasing people, and it'll be a shock to a lot of people. If anything, they might even be annoyed. They might come to you about something and you would just say no because it impedes on your time or the things that you have to do, and they will be shocked almost, as if that's not normal to say to people that I would rather have my time to myself and do the things that I have in front of me rather than helping you out, and I would rather help myself out. Even though that seems like a very plausible thing to do, some people might get annoyed if you're already seen as a people pleaser. But over time, in the short term, people will get surprised. They won't expect it. Some people will get really angry at you about it. But in the long term, over a longer time frame, when you say no about certain things, when you understand that your time's worth something, and you focus on the things at hand, and you're able to say no to everything that people say, like, do you want to go out, you want to drink this, or you want to eat this, or you want to do that. Your ability to say no to things because they don't align with your goals, they don't align with your time, your schedule, that's what can make you respected as a man. And eventually, over time, people will start respecting your time, respecting your efforts, respecting your morals, all these things because you had the ability to say no. And that's also having willpower in itself. You have to have the ability to say no to these temptations. Say for example you're at a party and you don't want to drink. You've been drinking for a while, you're kind of addicted, but you say that you don't drink. You say it to yourself before you get to the party. Your ability to say no in that environment to drinking is a sense of willpower in yourself. And you have to be able to say no, and eventually, within even 5 minutes of people asking, they'll respect your decision and no one will ask you again. As long as you're strict with your answer and you stand on your ground. You have some authenticity, some clarity to your voice, and people will respect your decision. And finally, third, the most typical one that you've probably heard of a lot over time is that giving respect gets you respect. It's an even exchange most of the time, so having manners, being polite, being a gentleman can get you respect. You see, this entire self-improvement sector or arc or whatever that people are having, especially in the red pill and the black pill, they decide that, oh, I need to be this sigma, or I need to always have an angry face on, and all this kind of shit, and it's like, oh, I hate women. And they decide to purport that on themselves and have this identity where they just refuse to be polite, refuse to have manners, and they become the most disgusting humans on earth. No wonder no one respects them. You don't get respect by ignoring people or by being shit to people. You get respect by being respectful to others, by working on your goals, by having the ability to politely say no, to say you're working on something. Everything comes back in respect, because you can't do the other two things without doing it respectfully. If you do the other two things without doing it respectfully to others, then you'll get hated for achieving your goals. Achieving your goals and working on yourself in the expense of what others do, or in resent of others, you're not playing your game. You're not improving yourself, you're not improving your game. You're playing someone else's game through the pain that they gave you that they didn't even know they gave you. So you can't go with resent for others to achieve your goals, to get respected, because it won't get you respect. If anything, other people will look down on you because you were playing their game and not yours. Be respectful, work on your goals, and have the ability to say no. You do these 3 things over a long enough time frame, and I guarantee you more people will respect you. And that's all that is in the equation of respect. So as long as you're able to do these 3 things over a long enough time frame and stay consistent with them, you'll get respected more, and people will start taking you a bit more seriously. Right. Thank you for listening.